Well, joining me now is Sean Michael Cox. He is a political analyst and director of academic affairs and international programs at Bahcesehir University here in Istanbul. Thanks so much for coming in. I just have to say, I mean, Trump really does keep winning. Like, you know, the big bounce that Democrats were supposed to get after the Iowa caucuses, that was squandered. Then Trump went on to secure his, State of the Union address bounce. And then he's acquitted in the Senate trial. It's almost like an ominous feeling that something is just working constantly in his favor.
It actually is like that. It seems like he can do no wrong when it comes to reaching out to new political heights. When it comes to actual facts or to performance or to what's happening with the rest of the world, that's questionable. But it seems like within the political circus that is Washington, D.C., he cannot make any missteps.
Meanwhile, you have, Mitt Romney, the only Republican senator to step up and say, hey, wait a minute, this was wrong. A president should not be allowed to do this, and I have to vote my conscience. Do you think the other Republicans heard him? Do you think he was able to kind of haunt their consciences at all?
I think the other Republican senators, in fact, already feel that same way. There was a very interesting op-ed piece yesterday from Senator Sherrod Brown of Ohio that said that, in fact, in private, what is the Republican senators are driving their behavior is fear of Trump, fear of his social media network, fear of his core supporters. But they're too interested in keeping power to address their fear. So in private, they're saying, yes, what he did was wrong, but in public, they're fully supporting him. So Mitt Romney is just giving voice to what's already being felt in the Capitol, at least according to Sherrod Brown.
Okay. So where does all this leave the Democrats now? I mean, like I said, they lost their chance with the Iowa caucuses to get their campaign bounce, that first movement where the attention is finally diverted to them. They lost that. And I mean, now looking back, it seems like every attempt they've made to bring President Trump down has essentially backfired. So what do they do now?
Well, what they need to do is find some traction. Obviously, impeachment, the Mueller report, the impeachment, Ukraine, all of this didn't have any effect. And now we have senators and Congress people going into election cycles. We have the presidential election cycle, on the other hand, running parallel to that. They need to find something that they can hold on to convince the people that there needs to be a change and that need to send more Democrats to Washington to work on behalf of the American people. But that's looking very challenging at this point.
And they have to get a likable candidate.
That's absolutely correct.
A candidate they can sell. Okay, Sean Michael Cox, thanks so much for joining us. Now,